Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and blessed morning thus far. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. All right, and we are going to go ahead and get started. This is the virtual English class for Miss Hampton's class of adult education, Clayton County Public Schools. All right, just in case you needed to know that. All right. So I have about 5 participants, which are my students. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you are watching this playback, just know that this is recorded for all calls and training, quality purposes, and all that good stuff. All right. So before we begin, we are just going to do a quick recap of inferences. That's what we started on yesterday, and we're going to continue that, but this time we're going to apply inferences to political cartoons. This is a part of the social studies lesson, so please feel free to take notes and make sure that you're paying attention. All right, let's get it started. All right, so before we begin, I said, and I asked the question, will we ever see this time again? This is the time where we did this thing called go outside. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of miss going outside on my own accord and on my own terms and kind of doing what I want to do. But Auntie Rona and Uncle Virus has sat us down because we was bad. So therefore, we are all still doing the quarantining, self-isolation and things of the like. So as always, please make sure that you are staying safe, washing your hands, practicing social distancing, and we will see this time again soon. Hopefully before this year is up, and preferably my birthday, which is in September. So hopefully this will be have gone and passed away. Okay. So yes, I just wanted to put that nice little picture up. We will see this time again, y'all. So just look out for that. All right, so remember, and I hope that you all can see that. Remember, inferences are drawing conclusions that are based off of information that is given and what you already know about the topic. So, for example, what can we infer about this picture right here? And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, take y'all off of mute if you want to tell me what is it that we can infer about this particular picture. Okay. So y'all can just jump in. Uh-oh.
He's having a hey type of moment, looks like to me.
Okay. And what else? What else can we say about this particular picture?
Maybe he might be concerned about something.
Okay. Now remember, when we are looking at inferences, we look at body language, we look at hand gestures, we look at the nonverbal communication, so to speak. So he looks like he doesn't know. He has the the shrug shoulders, like I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I ain't do it. So with this picture, we can infer a lot of things, and we can use this picture to set up different scenarios, or even to write a story just based off of this picture. Okay, so everybody's good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So next, I'm going to go to the next slide. All right. See, I had these nice little what do you call that? Little animations and stuff. And I just wanted to show off my Mimeo board skills real quick. But so this is actually a previous lesson that we did. I think we did this some months back, or maybe even last year. I honestly can't remember, but I just added some things and just tweaked it just a little bit for your viewing pleasures. All right, so we have this picture. And remember, with inferences, There are three things to consider. What information do we already know? What information has already been presented? And what conclusion can we draw based off of the picture that we see? So let's have a discussion about this. So what are some things that we already know?
He's Teacher of the Year, or he may be presenting a Teacher of the Year award.
Okay. Let me see. Let me get my writing tool, because I'm going to be writing these things as y'all tell me in real time. See, this is real time stuff right here, real time. All right. So we're going to say presenting an award, and I'm going to make this smaller because I don't know why it's that anyway. Okay. So can y'all still see that, or do I need to make it bigger?
No.
No, well. Okay.
Okay.
Because this is for all the, the playback people as well. I want to make sure that they can see this. I will make it bold though, and I'll make it a smidge. I can't even see it. That's terrible. All right, here we go. So we have presenting an award. What else is going on? What else do we know?
He looks shocked.
Okay.
They both.
Surprise. Okay, or shocked. Look. Okay. What else do we know?
Someone wasn't in attendance.
Okay. So that's it. So that's, now I'm glad you said that, Miss Tiffany, because that is what has been presented. So what has been presented is the fact that, what's her name, Miss Smith? Miss Smith is not here.
Said battery is low. Oh.
Okay. What else do we what other information has been presented? Oh, let me put the right back. It's Miss. All right. Oh, you don't have a period right there. All right. What else do we know?
Well, it says that she's busy waiting the table, so they at the banquet, so they're gonna eat good. I want to
okay.
go. I'm hungry.
Lord help us. And if it makes you feel any better, I kind of had me a dessert this morning for breakfast, so don't feel bad. When I got my water, y'all know I stay with my water, so I got my water. All right, so Miss Smith is not here, basically because she's busy waiting tables. So we do know that they are at a banquet. Okay, so at a banquet. Okay, is there anything else that we know? Or is that it? You can say, well, Miss Hampton, that's it,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so what conclusion can we draw based off of the information that we already know and what has already been presented to us? What conclusion can we make?
Well, I don't think he wants to give that lady that award.
Well, what makes you say that, Miss Tiffany? This is interesting.
Why is eyes looking like that? And why? And I think she looks surprised to have won it because they both looking kind of crazy.
Okay, so now keep in mind, so remember, we have already been presented. I mean, what we already know, rather, is that I guess we can assume that this is the principal. Can we assume that this guy is the principal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's a part of administration. He may not necessarily be the principal, but normally when they have Teacher of the Year awards, the principal or the director or someone in administration normally gives that award to the Teacher of the Year. Okay, so we said that he's presenting an award, and who looks shocked and surprised? Him or the other person?
The other
Both
person,
of
the
them.
teacher.
Look like
Okay,
both of them.
all right. So that's what we know. So based off of that picture just alone, that's what we know. All right. Second thing, what information has been presented? Well, it's been presented that the principal or the director or whosoever he may be, is saying that Miss Smith can't be here tonight. She's busy waiting tables. Okay. So that's why it's telling us why she could not make the Teacher of the Year award, because she is busy waiting tables. So based off of that, what conclusion can we draw?
Um, that the teacher who won by default, maybe.
She won by default?
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Okay. So is there anything else? I'm going to put question mark here, and it's a reason for it. Oh, see. Yeah, all this I think is going to be in the recording. All right. All right. So that's the conclusion. Teachers do not get paid enough. Okay? Because she's the Teacher of the Year. Now let's think about this for a moment. She's the Teacher of the Year, but yet she misses her own ceremony. Why? Because she's waiting tables. So does everybody see the conclusion as to why this is the correct conclusion, that teachers do not get paid enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember, you have to use the deductive reasoning, aka I guess common sense, of when you are trying to find inferences based on pictures. Now, let me also say this. Of course, I picked this. I picked this particular picture out. Let me go back to it because I can relate. I'm a teacher, and as a teacher, you have to have more than one job, so to speak. You know, and this is true. Teachers don't get paid enough. We don't.
Damn.
Absolutely not. So in essence, I related to this particular picture because as a teacher, I understand that can't I can teach, which is my main job. That's the main thing that I do. But I also tutor. I also do a little consulting. I do a little yang 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 here, a little yang 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 there. So in essence, I still have to make sure that I maintain, my livelihood, because the money that I get, from my main job sometimes may not be enough to, to do what I need to do. But I serve a higher power. Amen. Glory. All right. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. But I'm just saying, I can relate to the picture. That's the point that I was trying to make. I can relate. Okay. So how do we feel so far about this particular exercise? Does it make sense? Or do you feel like, okay, Miss Hampton, I get it, but I need more practice?
More practice.
Oh, don't worry. Miss Hampton has a heap of practice for you. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. Okay. All right. So I have some more slides here, but I want to get into, which one is it? I want to get into this one. Okay. So as you all can see, the picture says, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And we see who that is. That is Robert Mueller. And we see a picture of Trump, and I don't know who that other guy is. Probably somebody from the cabinet. I'm not quite sure. And Trump says, I don't like where this is going. So let's have a discussion about it. Who knows or who remembers who Robert Mueller is?
Oh,
Now, if you don't know, you can just say, Miss Hampton, I don't even know.
that's the guy who was going talk against Trump, tell the truth.
Yes. So thank you, Mr. Neal. So Robert Mueller, and I'm going to write this down up here for the people that are watching the playback. Robert Mueller was the head of the,
FBI or police, the head police.
well, not police, but he was the person that was doing the investigation on Donald Trump. I'll say that. He was the head of the Donald Trump investigation. And he also was the one that actually started the, if I'm not mistaken, he's also was the one that started digging into his tax files and tax information, and they were trying to see if he had collusion with the Russian government, Vladimir Putin, and all of those people. So does that sound familiar to y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, now if it doesn't sound familiar, I really strongly encourage you all to do a little digging and do some research on your own, simply because he is the guy that actually catapulted, in a sense, the impeachment hearings. Okay, so in essence, he's the one that kind of started all of this. So I'm also going to put that led to his impeachment. Okay. So what do we know? Now remember, let's keep it cute with these answers, okay? What else do we know about Donald Trump? So what do we know about him? Yeah, I know, we got to keep it cute. Well, we know that he's the 45th president of the United States, right?
Trying to make America great again.
Yes, so he is Donald Trump. He is the 45th president. I can't spell, okay. Of the United States. What else? He's I guess the person that says "Make America Great Again." Okay. Anything else that we know about Donald Trump? We also know that he's a bit. Now I will give him this, and I've said this in class, and I'll say it now. I think he's a great businessman. Once upon a time, I used to watch The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice, and I honestly thought that he was a great businessman. So I'm going to put, he's a businessman. I mean, he also made for great TV as well. I mean, if you've ever watched any episode of The Apprentice or Celebrity Apprentice, you're fired, that whole little catchphrase really took off. And a lot of people, started using that, for their own personal, they just started using it, you're fired, that whole situation. All right. Anything else that we could say about Donald Trump that we know of off the top of our heads? But remember, keep it cute though. Or is that it? I mean, we can leave it here, and there's plenty more I'm sure that we can say, but we'll just leave it here for right now. Okay. All right. So based on the information on Robert Mueller and based on what we have right here, what conclusion do you think that we can draw from this picture?
That he looks uncomfortable.
Okay, so we can say he definitely looks bad. Okay, so Donald Trump looks uncomfortable.
Scared,
Okay, scared,
confused,
I think he looks angry.
comfortable. Trying to make sure I spell these things right. Confused, scared. But why though? Why does he look that way?
Because he feel under pressure.
Because he what?
He's
they
under
pressure him.
He's under pressure. Okay. But why is he under pressure?
Does he understand? Or
Who's understand?
he's in a oh my bad. He's in a political meeting. I don't know. I thought that ain't court. Oh, I guess not.
Well, no, I mean, but okay, so I just want to make sure that
Oh yeah,
I
he's
get
in
what you're
court.
saying, but I want you to go further. It's like you're on the right path, but I want to make sure you hit the nail on the head. So we see how Donald Trump looks. He looks uncomfortable. He looks confused. He's scared because he's under pressure. But let's take it a step further. Why is he under pressure? You
Because
said
you know Miller gonna
because,
like tell all his secrets
okay,
that he's covered. Oh,
about his findings of his of Donald Trump rather, or of Trump. Okay, so now when we say he, we're saying Trump is under pressure because Robert Mueller is getting ready to testify about his findings of Trump. That's why, so let's look at this part where he says, I don't like where this is going. Why do you think Trump says, I don't like where this is going?
because you know whatever Miller gonna say is gonna put him in problem.
Exactly. Excellent, Mr. Neal. So that's the reason why Trump says, I don't like where this is going, because he's afraid. And that's the key word. He is afraid. So Trump is afraid of what Mueller is going to say. Okay. Now, of course, I still like to use real world examples or personal examples to apply it to what we're doing here. So, case in point, I think I might have told this story, but I'll tell it again. And I don't want to hear you was wrong, because I'm justifying by what I'm getting ready to say. I stood up for myself, and I don't want to hear it. Okay. So picture it. My brother is 4 years old. I am 12. I forgot what the reason was. I honestly can't remember what happened, but some way, somehow, my brother, who is 4 years old, picks up an encyclopedia and he hits me in the nose. Now, I don't know if you've ever been hit in the nose, you understand that is not a good feeling. Okay. It hurts. Now, mind you, not only did my nose hurt, and it is a very sensitive spot for me, but my nose ends up bleeding. Okay. So, in essence, what do you think I did? Based off the story that I just told you, what do you think that 12-year-old Lamika, because I wasn't Hampton then, but what do you think 12-year-old Lamika did?
You didn't hit your little brother.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in and take a guess at what I did? Or do you all agree?
Agreed.
Okay. Well, you're absolutely right. But not only did I hit him, I busted his lip.
Damn.
Now, you have to now that's why and I know y'all like, dang, for real? Now, I stand by what I did. I felt bad. Not because I hit him in the mouth, but I felt bad because I knew what was going to happen next. So just take a guess of what happened next.
You got a whooping.
Did I? Man, I think my mama, man, listen. I think my mama beat the living daylights out of me. Do you hear me? So in essence, I knew what was going to happen. Of course, my brother is running and he crying and oh my God, what happened to my baby? And I'm like, lady, this is not a baby. He is 4 years old. He's not a baby, okay? Um, but in essence, mothers and sons have this little, I guess, relationship, and which is cool, you know. And my brother could do no wrong, okay? But keep in mind, it's an 8-year difference between us, so definitely my brother could do no wrong, right? So, of course, I got the whooping, got my butt towed up, and my mama had the nerve to say, "Don't you ever hit your brother in the mouth again." And so then I say, "Well, he shouldn't hit me in the nose." And you know what my mama said? Just take a guess at what my mother said after that. And this is the reason why I stand by what I did because of what she said. My mother said, and I quote, "He's a baby. He didn't know any better." Are you kidding me? So at that point, I just knew that my brother could really get away with murder. And my mother would like perjure herself, and my baby didn't do it. Like she would really just take up 100% for my brother. Me, on the other hand, yeah, my daughter did it. She did it. What? So I say all of that to say, in essence, to the story that I just presented and to Trump, Trump was afraid of what Mueller was going to say because he knew that an investigation was done on him. He knew that. And even during the entire investigation, Trump tried to fire him. So this is the thing. If you know you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to hide, right?
True.
So why would Trump try to fire Mueller during the investigation if Trump didn't do anything wrong? So that shows a sign of what? Guilt, right?
Yep.
I mean, we can infer that Trump had a guilty conscience because, again, why would you try to deflect? Why would you try to, go all out your way to fire someone during an investigation? Makes no sense, right? It's silly. So, in essence of that, I say all of that to say this. We use inferences, of course, to make conclusions. And we also use inferences based off of what we already know. But it can lead to what could happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Y'all feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I know. So let me say one more thing about the story. To this day, me and my brother, we still have conversations about what happened on that day. He says that I was messing with him or something, which is absolutely not true. Because at that time, I was kind of like the real mean big sister, and I was like, I don't want to be bothered with you. Go away. Like that's how I was, when we were younger. Because it's like I don't have anything in common with you except the fact that we live in the same house with a crazy mama. That's it. Like I'm in high school, you're in kindergarten. Like what can we talk about? And I know that sounds bad. I know it does. But now because me and my brother are fully grown people, we sit and we laugh and we talk about these things. And of course he said I deserved the whooping. I said I didn't. I was in self-defense. But my mama didn't want to hear that. So, you think I was wrong? Was I wrong?
You was wrong doing that to a 4-year-old. You need a butt whooping.
need a butt. I still need my butt whooped. Look,
It was a better way that you could have handled that.
Why? Because I'm older.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. I said what I said, and I did what I did, and I ain't changing from it. And quiet as kept, I really want to say my brother was messing with me. And I honestly think that's what happened. I didn't give him some attention or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But what I do know is that he was not a baby, not at 4 years old. He was, in my eyes, he was grown. Okay. And so, you know, mama, he's a baby. Why would you do that to my baby? Lady, this is a grown man. What are you talking about, baby? Seriously? Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I had to put my business out there. But I did that to prove a point. The point of the matter is, even then, I knew what was going to happen. I didn't care at the time because my nose was bleeding. I'm walking around here like a fully realized tomato out here, and nobody cares about my nose. I know, that's selfish, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to go to therapy at some point in my life, and me and my brother, we're going to talk about it further. But anyway, let us continue. All right. So if you all are familiar with the Boondocks, this is another one of my favorite cartoons, so to speak. And I want you all to read this and, you know, give you about 2-3 minutes to read this little short comic strip, and we're going to talk about it. And I have a couple more that I would like to go over with you all, and then give you an assignment, feedback, and that's going to be that on that. All right, so take the time to read that, give you about 5 minutes, and then we're going to talk about it. And when you all are ready, you could just say ready.
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 Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. You know, Miss Hampton has bad eyes, and so can't really see. Terrible. Okay. All right. So, number one, what information do we know just based off of this comic strip? What do we know about the Boondocks?
They politicking.
They politicking. I'm here for it. Okay. So I'm going to say, really? Okay. I can. Can we say that it is a political cartoon? Is the Boondocks always about politics? If you're familiar with them?
Uh, Yeah, yeah. So yes on that one.
I'm going to venture out to say that the Boondocks is a cartoon about African American culture. Would you all agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agree.
Okay. Move over here now. All right. So the Boondocks is a cartoon about African American culture. Now they do deal with politics, they deal with pop culture, they deal with entertainment, they deal with a lot of things. Even I think they also do religion. They tap into a lot of different avenues. But you know, the before the um, what's the word I'm looking for? TV show, they actually were literally a comic strip in the newspaper. Okay. So we understand that the Boondocks is a cartoon about African American culture. Okay. Um, they also, like I say, they deal with different topics within that. But what is this particular comic strip talking about?
For guns.
Okay, so they're talking about guns.
Mhm.
Okay, so what do we know? Okay, so what amendment goes with guns?
The right to bear arms.
The right to bear arms, which is the Second Amendment. So they are referring to or talking about the Second Amendment, which is a part of the what? Bill of Rights, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, y'all getting some social studies in today, see? See? Told you I got you. All right. So talking about the Second Amendment, right to bear arms. Uh-oh. All right. And what else? Or is that it? Hello, y'all still there?
Still here.
Oh, okay.
They are talking about they are talking about getting rid of some politicians and
Okay.
wondering if that's how the government views them as well.
Okay. So hold that thought, Miss Tiffany, because I like that. So the second comic strip says, it's the frightening ideologies behind the guns that worry me. I say, let's keep the guns. True. And let's ban the conservative, imperialist, capitalist oppressors who make the world such a violent place. So who do you think that they're referring to? Now, Miss Tiffany, you said government. So do you all agree that the conservative, imperialist, capitalist oppressors are the government?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay, let's talk about it. Who do you think they're talking
It's
about?
just the individuals who have different views.
Okay, all right. Mr. Neal, what do you think?
I think you're referring to the cops. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Okay, no. Again, we're just having conversation. I just want to gauge where you all are as it, I just want to know what you think. Ms.
Usually
Brittany, what about
we do blame it on the government though.
yeah, some of us, not all, but some of us. Miss Brittany, what about you? Who do you think that I think that's Huey. Yeah, Huey, because Huey is the one with the afro, Riley is the one with the braid. Okay. So Miss Brittany, who do you think Huey is talking about? Do you think he's talking about the government?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And Miss Ha? do you think that that he's talking about the government as well? I don't know if Ms. Parr is still on, but hopefully she's still on.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I'm still on.
oh, okay. Just wanted to be sure. I can't see you all's profiles. But yes, ma'am. But glad that you're still with us. Okay, so we've heard that they can be talking about the government, individual people. They can be talking about anybody really who falls under these categories. Okay. Now, Huey then says, think about it. We get rid of them and we don't need the guns anymore. So then Riley says, you think they say the same thing about us? So let me pose this question to you all, and I want you to think about it before you answer it. Number one, is this a compare and contrast? So remember how we talked about text structures a while back, and we're going to jump back into all of that, I promise. Is this considered a text structure of comparing and contrasting?
I believe that it is
Okay. Tell me why.
because they are comparing the different views on
Points
how
of
they
view.
feel and how someone else feels.
Okay. And Mr. Neal, you wanted to chime in?
I'm agree with what she said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also agree. I believe that this is a text structure of comparing and contrasting. What two things are being compared? Aha! Make you think.
The thoughts about guns, if the government would ever like if they don't need it because they say they don't need guns anymore. And then
Okay.
if they can think like the same.
Okay. So so remember, Huey says, think about it. We get rid of them. Who is them? Who is the them that
Capitalists, oppressors, and all of that.
yes. So if we get rid of the conservatives, the imperialists, and the capitalistic oppressors who make the world such a violent place, we won't need the guns anymore. You think they say the same thing about us? So who is the us that Riley is referring to?
The African.
African American.
Yes, the black people. Okay. So we're comparing two different types of people, but we're using guns as, I guess, that gateway. Because remember, it says if we get rid of the things that hurt us, we won't need anything to protect us anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, when Riley says, do you think they say the same about us? Do you think that he's saying, well, we are the ones that's protecting. We're the ones that's going out, police officers and the military, and we're going out protecting and serving, but you're getting rid of us, or you want to, quote unquote, want to get rid of us. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so once again, I just want us to expand our, the thinking and tapping into those critical thinking skills that we all have, and I want us to tap into the deductive reasonings that we have, because Ms. Hampton is all about making it make sense. That's always been my thing, make it make sense. Okay, so it's one more that I want to do, and then I'm gonna give y'all an assignment, and then we'll do some feedback, and then y'all can go and take a nap. Well, except for me, because I can't take a nap. All right, so, oops, not that one. All right. So everybody knows, well, I'm not sure, but in the event that you don't know, Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus is one of the characters in the Boondocks, okay? And he is described as being very misogynistic. And if you don't know what misogynistic means, I put the definition right there on the screen for you. Okay. So I'm gonna try to move that over. All right. All right. All right. Can everybody see the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, let me cover that up. Huh? Cover these bad words up here. Huh? All right. All right. We want to still want to be respectful. All right. So I will read this out loud. And if you see me squinting, don't laugh. Okay. Ruckus is interviewed by the special counsel. So I want you to keep this in mind. This is the setting. Yes, I helped the Russians, but the president did not order me to do it. Them Ruskies said they wanted me to consult on how to make, y'all know the word, not vote for Hillary Clinton. I said, heck yeah. Everybody knows darkies still hate Hillary Clinton from the '08 primary. Shoot, we got the birther stuff from her. Like getting paid to put stink on dog poop. Easiest money I ever made. So, based off of what I just read, what are some words that can describe Uncle Ruckus? And remember, we have to keep it cute. So keep it cute. Come on now. Okay, move this up. Okay. What words?
I feel like he's being a little prejudiced. I feel like that he is a con artist.
Okay. Now I'm gonna make this smaller. I don't know why this has to be so big. All right, I'm not gonna make it too. Okay. All right. Oh. All right. All right. How else can we describe Uncle Ruckus? The words that he are using. So, I mean, what kind of words are he using? Words like Ruskies and darkies and, what kind of words are those? It starts with a D.
Derogatory.
Yes, derogatory. Oh, but I spelled it right. Derogatory. I feel like it's supposed to be two R's in there for some reason. But anyway. So he's using these derogatory, ugly words. And he is very prejudiced. He is what some people would call, he has a self-hatred about himself, meaning that he doesn't love himself because he's always using derogatory language towards the African American culture. He's always being prejudiced against African Americans. And if you take an opportunity to watch the Boondocks, you will see how he interacts with the African American culture in the in the cartoons, and even in the comic strip as we see here. Now let's go to this third one. He said, I said, heck yeah, even though it doesn't say heck. I said, heck yeah. Everybody knows Darky still hate Hillary Clinton from the '08 primary. We got the birther stuff from her. What is the birther stuff? And if you don't know or don't remember, you can say, Miss Hampton, I don't know or I don't remember. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Now remember, even though this is a virtual platform, it is okay for you to say, Miss Hampton, I don't know, or I don't remember. Those are acceptable answers, okay? So this is all circling back to Donald Trump. All right, so basically Donald Trump is the one that started this whole birther movement against Barack Obama. He was basically saying that Barack Obama shouldn't have been president because he wasn't born in the United States. And as you know, that's one of the requirements for you to become president of the United States. You have to be at least 35 years old or older, and you have to be a born citizen of the United States. Okay. So Donald Trump went on this tirade about how he, shouldn't have been president. And there was actually a time where he was actually trying to get Barack Obama out of being, the president due to this whole, he wasn't born in the United States. He was born in Africa, and just saying all of these crazy, ridiculous things. So he was challenging Obama, show me your birth certificate. We need to see your birth certificate just to prove that you were born here in the United States and stuff. And the last time Miss Hampton checked, and y'all can fact check me on this too, because Hawaii is a state, a part of the United States, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I checked, okay. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was the last state to be inducted as a state of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Hawaii or Alaska. I know one of them was the 50th state. I want to say it was Hawaii. But anyway, now, as we know, Barack Obama, he is of a mixed culture, meaning his mother is Caucasian and his father is African. His father was from Kenya, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So Barack Obama was born in Hawaii. And the last time I checked, Hawaii was a part of the United States. So therefore, when Ruckus is saying, shoot, we got the birth stuff from her, he's insinuating, I'm laughing because it's funny, he's insinuating that they plotted against Barack Obama so that way he would not win the '08 primary election, but we know he ended up winning that, of course. And so he's basically saying, well, shoot, we got the information from her, So in essence, Ruckus is for Hillary Clinton, but at the same time, he's misogynistic. And I know that's kind of a contradiction, so to speak, but that's kind of how that goes. All right. So in essence, we can infer based off the information that we've just discussed and what I presented to you, that Ruckus is a coon. Can we agree with that?
Ruckus is a coon? Is a con?
Not a con, but a coon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and coon, for those who don't know, a coon, which is COON, is a term that is used for when African Americans are against other African Americans and they support other races, such as Caucasians and other people other than they own. So that's what a coon is. Or some people say a token. Okay. So those are just some terminologies you may have heard, may not have heard. Just throwing them out there. Okay. Was that a sneeze?
Yes.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Just wanted to make sure, you know. All right. So we got about another 10 minutes left. And so I want you all to do this right here. Apply inferences to the following picture. Okay. So I'm going to give you all about, this shouldn't take long. I'll say about 5 minutes to come up with a conclusion based on this picture. We're going to talk about it, do some feedback, and then that's going to be that. So I'll give you all 5 minutes, and I'll be right back after these commercial messages. All right. So how are we coming along?
Good.
Okay. Do I have anyone that's still working?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, take your time. No need to rush because this is actually the last thing that we're going to be discussing, and then that'll be that. Okay. So y'all just let me know when you all are ready. I'm going to stop the video again, but just let me know when you all are ready. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, what can you tell me about this picture?
He's conspiring.
He's conspiring. Conspiring for what?
He's conspiring on how to stay ahead in the league or stay ahead of the game as far as winning the people over.
Okay. And how do we know this? Prove it.
Because he said, you get a car, you get a car. Then he got his two people in the background whispering, whatever.
Yes, he's worried about Oprah running. Now, I am not sure, and I cannot assume, because the last time I think I assumed, I made a terrible mistake in doing that. So just a little background for those who do not know who Oprah Winfrey is. She is one, if not the richest, most richest, that's terrible. She is one of the richest African American women in all of the world. Okay. Oprah had her own talk show. She had that for about over 20 years, 25 years maybe. And now she has her own network, which is the Oprah Winfrey Network. And she has she has a magazine, I think that's still in publication. She has food that she creates. So Oprah is a mogul when it comes to business, okay? So one afternoon or one day on her show a long time ago, the people in the audience were surprised when she gave out cars. Literally, that's how rich Oprah is. And her audience, I would say, had over 100 people, I think. So just imagine over 100 people, and each one of those people or each person getting a car. I would have loved to have been in the audience that day. I don't know about you, but I would have loved to have been in the audience that day. So in essence, when he says you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, Trump is actually copying and mocking Oprah Winfrey because she did that on her show. Now, there were rumors speculating a long time ago that Oprah should run for president, or she's thinking about running for president, or she's considering running for president. And a lot of that discussion has died down since then. But to be honest, I hope she does not run for any type of office. And I'll just leave it at that. All right. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, I like Oprah, you know, but some people do not belong in a political ring. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that. So very, very quickly, this is for the playback. So you all don't say anything. Okay, this is for the playback. So if you are watching this as a playback, this is your assignment. If I can click onto it, okay. All right. So your assignment is to apply inferences to this picture if you are watching this as a playback, okay? So please make sure that you are only focusing, if you're watching the playback, on this particular picture. And of course, you can use the notes and our discussions to guide you along with this assignment. Okay, so that's for my playback people. All right. So, class, are there any questions, comments, concerns over today's lesson? How do we feel about today's lesson?
Okay.
Okay, we feel okay. Okay, anyone else like to share?
Yeah, I feel great. We should like do a few more contrast and compare.
Okay. So you would like to see more of those types of text structures, Mr. Neal? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, don't worry. I got them. Don't you fret. I got them. All right. Miss Tiffany, how do you feel?
I feel fine.
Okay. And Ms. Ha, do you feel okay?
Yes,
Okay.
thank
Wonderful.
you for
Okay. I'm very glad to hear that. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to stop the screen share. Okay. I'm going to stop it, put my beautiful face back on here, and and just wrap this. Uh-oh. I cannot. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, put a little bow on it. So again, I really appreciate you all coming to class. I really thank you all so much. I know the hour really goes by. I know it goes by fast, but you know, that's kind of how it used to be when we would have, you know, class at the school. So nothing much has really changed except for we are all meeting virtually. That's the only difference. So just keep in mind that maybe in the future, and the more people that come on, we can probably have longer discussions and more practice and more time. But what was given to me was at least an hour. Okay. Now, granted, again, if we get more people, I know we'll be longer than an hour because we'll have more participants, more people commenting, more people, you know, putting in their different perspectives and things like that. So, again, I just want to say, please continue to come to class. Please continue to work on Khan Academy, you know, making sure that you know, understand how certain things work. I will be posting new assignments up really, really soon. And I think we did good today. How do you think we did today, y'all?
Yeah, we did great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very proud and I'm thankful yet again for you all, you know, coming. And just, you know, I know 9 o'clock is early, but shoot, we used to come to class at 8. So I'm just saying. So like I said, I really do appreciate you all coming. I thank you all so very much. And to anyone that is watching this playback, please make sure that you do the assignment and email me. If you do not have my email address, you need to text me because I'm not putting that out there. I don't need everybody emailing me. So okay. So with all of that being said, thank you all so very much. You all have earned your hour. An hour and 15 minutes. I don't know. But I know you at least earned your hour for today. Um, and I will be adding that along with your Khan Academy for the rest of the week. So just make sure that you log in every day and we'll make it happen. All right. Any final thoughts? Okay, no news is good news to me. All right, so with that being said, you all can log off. I will make sure that you all get your credit for today, and I'm going to go ahead and end this recording, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Okay.
See you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Yes, y'all have an excellent day. Please be careful and please be safe.